Hello again! If you saw the last video, or at least the end of the last video, you'll see that we were in the exact same spot. So here we are at Thunderhill East. If you guys have been with me for a while, you'll know that this is the very first racetrack that I've ever brought my Civic Type R to. So it all started here. I've been waiting to come back to Thunderhill East. It's a very high-speed turn oriented track. The aero that I have on the car now should definitely come into play today. I'm really excited about it. The temperature is really cold. It's even frigid, I would say. My fragile California blood just can't handle this, but it's cold out, which is good, so we shouldn't have any overheating problems. It's going to be a good day. You know, let's finish getting set up and get started. All right, car's all prepped. We're just waiting for session one. We're in open passing advanced, so it should be a lot of fun. I got a couple of my buddies out here, one with his Porsche, so give me a car to follow. He's really fast. He's definitely got a Civic Type R as well, so good driver. Little misunderstanding. So I thought today was going to be Thunderhill East bypass, which is what I was really anxious to get back to, since that was the first configuration that I had here at Thunderhill. It's Thunderhill East, but it's Cyclone setup. So it's kind of like their makeshift version of the Laguna Seca corkscrew. Originally, before we started today, if it was going to be bypass, I was shooting for sub 2 minutes, which is really fast on bypass. On Cyclone, I've never done this configuration before, so I'm not really sure what a fast time is. One of my buddies is a coach for Hooked on Driving. He tells me, you know, probably close to 2 minutes 5 seconds is fast. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes, see how the car feels. Couple of new mods since the last time we took it out on track, so we'll probably take it easy the first session and see how it goes for the rest of the day. Let's head out. with session 1. If we caught it on camera, you guys will see that I went off about halfway through the session, right at the top of Cyclone. It's a new configuration for me. It's a completely blind turn. I made a little mistake. I just didn't brake in time. So got more used to it after that point. They were pretty nice about it. They let me go back in, made sure that the car was okay. Everything was fine. There was no damage. Front splitter was good. Just a little mud and dirt in the tires, but no big deal. But pretty surprising and happy with my first session out. Never running this course and coming back to this track again after a long time. So 2 minutes 3 seconds and some change. I think it's 2:03:30 something. I'll post it up on the screen. So initial impressions on track with the anti-lift kit from Whiteline. So it feels really good. I feel like I can be more aggressive through the mid part of the turn. There's a lot of long sweeping turns. I'm gaining some confidence. There's definitely areas in the course where I know I have more time. I think there might be 2 more seconds here, boys. You know, I think there's 2 more seconds to be had. So we're gonna head back out here in a minute. What the characteristic I noticed with the anti-lift kit is I'm able to lift off oversteer with more confidence now. So which is really good because you can let off the gas pedal just enough to get the car to rotate and then right back on the gas pedal and the car just sticks and goes. It's really nice. Once you gain the confidence and understand what the car is going to do, how it's going to pitch in when you let off the gas pedal, it's perfect. It's beautiful. And the car balance is really nice. I'm really happy with it, guys. I based on what I see so far, I think this is definitely one of the best suspension brace mods that you can have on the Civic Type R. So we're gonna go out for session 2. Already had our download meeting and see how it goes. Session 2 is done, in the books, and it was better. It was better because I'm definitely starting to get used to the track configuration with Cyclone. Still definitely some time there to shave off. I still need to figure out my optimal brake points right before Cyclone. Almost went off again this last session, but I didn't. I saved it. So anyways, car feels amazing. No overheating, no brake fade. I sound like I'm beating a dead horse here, guys, but really, that anti-lift kit from Whiteline is just amazing. It's hard to imagine, because when you pull the factory piece off, obviously Honda thought of putting that piece in to help with the lift in the front, right? That was a factory design, but switching it to the Whiteline with the stiffer bushing and a much more robust piece, no hollow cutouts like there are in the factory piece, it's amazing how big a difference it makes. So the car feels incredible. I just can't say enough good things. This car is just getting more and more dialed in by the day. So anyways, got another PB, 2:03:23. I need, you know what, if I can shave another second off my time, I think I'll be pretty happy with that. If I can get into 202 something, maybe low 202s, I'd be pretty happy with that, because according to the guys that run the show over here, Cyclone is about 3 seconds slower than bypass. And that's what I thought we were doing today, because I was shooting for sub 2 minute on bypass. So if I get to 202 and change, that means I'm sub 2 minute on bypass. So that's what I'm shooting for, 202 something. If I get 201, that'll be amazing. But 202, I'll be happy. So we're gonna break for lunch now, and then we'll head out for session 3. See you out there. Was session 3 or 4, I've lost count. Anyways, pretty good outcome. So it started to sprinkle right at the beginning of the session. I was a little bit cautious. I didn't want to go out there and do a full send, especially if the track was a little bit wet. Luckily, after a couple of laps, things dried up and I just went for it. So I broke my other personal best and we got into the 2s. So we're at 2:02:94. We are there, boys. We definitely got into the 2:02s. And I still know where I'm leaving time out on the track. right at Cyclone, right before Cyclone. I could probably adjust my braking a little bit, but if you get it right, you can really carry a lot of speed through Cyclone. If you get it wrong, you come to almost a complete stop, or you go right off, because as you're coming over the crest, your front tires lose all the weight, you lose all of your braking, and you're off. So it's a tricky little section, you know, for sure, and it adds an interesting dynamic to the road course. It's pretty fun. My first time doing it, but it's pretty cool. So we're waiting for session 4. We got a session 5 after that. We'll see if we can improve on the time, but I can't say enough about the car, you know. It's feeling really, really good. Let's try it again. All right, done with session 4, and this time I had a passenger with me, which I absolutely don't mind. Always game to take somebody with me if they're just out to have a thrill and not be scared, which this guy definitely was not. He is very much a track aficionado. Shout out to Drew, thanks for riding with me. And it just so happens that when Drew was in the car with me, I got another PB, so it ain't all that bad. So I'm happy, car's doing great. No signs of overheating, nothing. I know it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but because it was such an issue in the first couple of track days, I keep emphasizing that. You know, it's like the way the car is set up right now is just so perfect. So we got one last session for the day. Looks like a few people left, so now they're combining group C and D, which is point by and open passing. So there might be a little bit of traffic. I'm going to try and grid early so I can get ahead of everybody. If I get another PB, I'm just probably going to call it, you know, because I'm really happy with where I'm at. If I get into the high 201s, I'll be ecstatic. But if I don't, I just PB again, all the better. So anyways, let's head back out, see how we do. 202 flat. I'm good. It's good enough for me. 202 flat. 202.07. I'm absolutely good with that. I'm really happy with that time, which should definitely mean that I would be sub 2 on Thunderhill East bypass. So I'm happy. I'm definitely happy. Car is fantastic. I think it's probably time for me to refresh my brake fluid. There was a tiny bit of squishiness in the pedal when I was out the last session, which is why I cut it short. I'm good with what I achieved today, so 202 flat, I'm happy, I'm going home. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me as always. More track videos, more installs, more stuff coming. Stay tuned. I still got surprises upcoming for this year. And that's it. Thank you again. As always, stay hungry, stay fast, stay tuned. I'm Michael Baxi, and I'm out.
Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs. Probably why I never see ya. Probably why I never have time for the fake friends I won't be ya. Oh God, I've been running now. Up early when the sun is out. Not setting out my own soul, but those real ones, they coming out. Oh,